Oh, right, Vampus in here, so it's gonna have to fill
Do.
Oh yeah, who wants Lana?
in.
Who had a very good Aisha Tyler impression?
Alright, Tyler, just for that, you're up.
No, I'm the cowboy.
He is the cowboy, yeah.
Right.
Ben, are you
I'm
here?
gonna take it.
Oh, Rod, did you say you were gonna do it?
No, I said somebody's gotta take it. No. I'm
Someone
good.
has to take it. I already have the policeman, so.
Alright, fuck it. I'll stop this voice. I don't have shit yet. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? I'll figure it out.
You see, there's still a lot of gray areas. No?
Oh, she's probably her parents probably
Oh,
gone
yeah.
away. Somebody.
Popcorn somebody. Do it.
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area.
Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate.
I believe in you, sis.
This is
Mr.
beautiful.
Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
Go on.
A defense attorney should never believe their client.
The facial expressions do not match the voice.
The defendant is called to the trial because you are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that.
Miss Guy. That's dumb. You remind me a lot of Mia.
I'm blushing.
But there's one decisive difference between you and her.
And that is...
You're not a defense attorney.
Oh, you have to go there?
Damn.
I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. I had to read that. Oops.
My first trial, without one in the face helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Probably.
Damn, they are going to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
I'll be alone in there.
Wait,
So
didn't
how
you
did I
get
discover the
cases
truth?
between
All by
games?
myself. Yeah, but they already help.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. I'm no Faye, but I kind of know stuff. Also, I'm a teenager, so
You're
not.
not showing up after this game, are you?
Oh shit.
Tyler, your sound thing is messed up. It keeps shutting off in the middle of it.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, all I hear was...
Oh, Adams isn't here. I guess I'll do this.
Oh, I gotta be full in for this. Let's get it.
The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been waiting for a while, Your Honor. I know how late you can be, baby.
Oh, hi, Edward. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. Wait, what year is it?
That's when he had the Draco. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today. Now, my love.
Hey, Kevin.
Exclamation point!
I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. You know that, don't you? The judgment has to be made here in our hands, not to those of everyone else or anyone else. Shit, I had a stroke. Jesus.
Very well, Mr. Edworth. Once you get over your stroke, your opening statement, please.
The prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecution's office, parking lot, shit, whatever. Oh, shit, hold on. Wow,
Oh,
he's much more forceful in person. What a guy. So handsome. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness.
Call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the motherfucking stand.
Now the only thing you hear is Edward doing an Emma impression, and that's the reason why she sounds like that.
That's right.
It's her, the cough-up queen.
Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
He's the Uber driver?
DoorDash?
This is also Mel. Someone needs to tag in.
Yeah.
You wanted we all fucking did it.
She's leaving.
Who's doing
He
it?
is Legion.
It's just three voices talking at the same time.
Maybe for in person, but not.
We are Angel.
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar. I've never... Oh, I went back into my brother's voice there. I never eaten caviar before.
The judge doesn't know who he is right now.
And for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. It's like a whole situation.
Thank you.
Will the witness state her name and profession, please?
And you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm free later. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
And what does that taste like?
Name, profession, now. Can you stop talking
Oh,
about goddamn
so-
food?
Stern, oh my god, my name is Angel Star. Now don't forget it.
Don't make me put you over my knee.
You're so... Oh, you look strong. I find myself running around Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident. And for the record, you are barking up the wrong tree right now.
Hold
you want
on
me
a
to
second.
bark?
I'm not finished eating. Come on now.
I can bark.
Take your time.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth had said to the court, I am a professional, and...
Uh-huh, tell me more. What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. Emphasis on special. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Starr was a homicide detective?
Aha! I know who you are. Cough up.
Half up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Oh, very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr.
Who is she?
Chris.
If I might have the court's
Hold on,
attention over here.
Real quick, y'all. I gotta go. What's the name? Put my laundry in the dryer. I'll be right back.
Good luck.
We'll find another voice, don't worry.
Probably be like, yeah, I'll probably be like 3 minutes, probably 3-4 minutes.
Alrighty. I'll do Edgeworth in the meantime then.
Sounds
The
good.
parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into like 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel, and like B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yeah?
Yeah. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, like in the car's trunk, and like the killer totally stabbed the victim with his knife, and it was went to drive the body out. Oh my god. Unfortunately for her, there was like a witness and something like that, and an arrest was made on the spot. Poor girl.
And, who was this valiant witness, eh?
Why, it was me, Your Honor. You're so funny.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, I can't agree on principle.
It seems that some, like, poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, and give him your worst, Miss Starr.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Here we go. So, like, somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Ooh, uggo. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, and then she just thrust the pointy end into the Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching.
As you can see, there is no room for doubt.
Oh, the key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. I cracked myself up.
So, how does it feel to be utterly crushed?
Give me a minute.
Oh, it's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
So, like, I always knew this day would come.
How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of a crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is totally noted.
That's hot, lunch lady. And given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Edward's like, I can neither confirm nor deny.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
Well, like, I felt like I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? That's fancy people talk for fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing than, worms. Ew. That said, I'm like a pro or whatever, as you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Yeah, well, very well. You may continue, Miss Star.
That's what I thought. Oh my god.
This boyfriend, he was a detective.
Not that boyfriend, the security guard, silly.
That boyfriend? You have several? Do you have an opening?
Well, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, you know.
Oh, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you heard that. But yet another boyfriend position is still open for, like, applicants.
I'll stick with just the one, thanks.
Excuse me?
Not to self, they just had to think before replying.
The security guard room is in the lot in A block. And, like, it's up on, like, the second floor or whatever, so you can see everything from there.
That's probably the room with the security sign on it. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchbox by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I'm parked in B block.
So, she was in B block when she was witnessing the crime.
By garish car? What do you mean?
I'll go. Mr. Edward's car, yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Do you see what he's driving?
Yeah, I've been saving up.
Incidentally, the knife with the victims was stabbed was also Mr. Edward's. That's crazy. Oh my god. Wasn't it?
Indeed, it was.
What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, your shirt was the defendant.
I saw her from no further than like 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Damn.
Who?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Yeah. Crispy on the outside and like chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Would you cry plagiarism?
I may be like relegated to the lowly post of like lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph. Can I look at it?
Like, the moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over, and ding, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera.
Uh-huh. Weird.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Oh, she's most certainly the defendant.
Huh. That does look a lot like Lana.
So, what was the defendant doing at the time?
Woo! Back in this thing.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, and then she thrust a pointy tip into the detective's chest.
And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with a knife.
Like, as I've already said, yeah. I swear my finest salmon swirled lunch.
Boy, I'm sure that's a fried lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Yeah, Tyler, that's just messed up.
How bad is it? I can only hear it
It
going
was
off.
robotic.
Yeah, it was robotic and
Let me
extremely
try
loud.
restarting.
Okay, you
Sounds
try
like
that.
beep boop beep beep boop beep. That's what it
Yeah.
sounds like.
Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife?
Like,
Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
okay.
That was the softest I've ever heard that.
Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, baby.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing.
And how are you sure?
Blood, dude.
What?
Do you like the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? Ew, look at that coat.
But it's black and white.
Yeah, it is hard to tell, but I guess it could be blood or barbecue sauce.
Well, well. I see no problem here, baby. Do you?
No problem.
No
Except
problem. Except
Everything.
you. Oh, you're just reading my mind now?
Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
Mm-hmm. He's used to it.
Let me think.
Note
Alright,
to self, Mr.
real
Wright
quick, I want to just test it.
kink.
Hang on.
Yeah,
No.
nah.
No.
That sounds like it's coming through a phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird.
That's actually
Rip.
pretty apt. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Sounds like you recorded your ringtone there, Tyler.
I'll keep
What is it,
fiddling around.
2005?
Alright,
Huh?
cool. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took them pictures the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, like, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Yeah.
That's all you have to say.
Yeah! If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo lunch from the get-go.
Man, she got a point.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
Didn't have time to stop her, okay? Prosecutor Sky was like cold, calculated like a robot, and she killed it without pain or remorse. It was like premeditated murder or whatever.
How would you know?
Cause anybody walking around with Goodwill stilettos is obviously a murderer.
Straight up. Oh, look at the chief. Shit, I was away from my computer for a second. My bad.
Well, like, are those gloves? Oh, LMAO.
Well, I'm gonna have to ask
surgical
you guys
gloves
to...
made out of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? That doesn't make any sense.
Hey, who's running this courtroom?
I don't know.
It's never you, Your Honor. If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. I got your ass now.
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder is like totally a serious offense. And like,
Witness, add this to your testimony.
the murder was planned. The rubber gloves totally prove it.
Witness, do you know what this is?
Like, are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife, dude. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edwards' like trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife. I'll be cutting them down.
What is with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there?
Hell yeah, my shit fresh too.
District, right?
Mommy,
are
prosecutors bad people?
All I hear is a bunch of haters.
The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, Ricky?
Got him.
In your testimony,
On your testimony.
you stated that Lana Sky planned this murder,
Yeah, that's what
and that's why
premeditated
she was wearing those special gloves.
It seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. And poor financial decisions.
However, why wouldn't she prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon.
Huh.
This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you never forget the weapon.
Ah!
Alright, order.
Finally, things are going my way now.
Right, my...
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
He lives.
Jesus
Thank you.
Christ.
Oh no.
Oh no, did you get deleted again?
I'm good.
Okay.
Great
Okay.
go, Mr. Wright. My sister says it is free.
Baby. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
Why?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one that seems to care is the lunch lady over there.
Excuse me?
The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. My knife, to be exact. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else.
Yeah, prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever or whatever, but you know as well as I do, she planned on killing him. Yeah, if the glove fits, she probably made the slit. If it wasn't, why would she be wearing them?
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw and not what you thought. We don't want to hear what you think. You understand?
How dare you? Nobody wants to listen to me. It's just,
You're absolutely right.
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Oh really?
Okay, so Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against him or whatever. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I order a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
Be quiet. The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
You say she stabbed him again and again. But you could have never seen that.
Are you like testing me? Then I'll like totally test you. Got him. With my surprise.
I'm afraid that the moss growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. This is the most
You're
long-winded shit I've ever heard.
You think you're funny?
I'm funny as hell.
What do you mean? I'm kind of bad with metaphors.
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Yeah, you're right. One stab wound. Nice going there, Edgeworth.
What a hunk! He's my hero, really.
No one noticed my objection.
Okay, I think I fixed
Well,
it.
witness.
Real quick test.
Alright, you're good again.
Oh,
That's better, but it's pretty low, but better.
Yeah, so in order to fix it, I had to basically disable all my noise cancellations on Discord.
Got him.
So that's fun.
So you got the crime scene set right?
Thanks.
I always believed that like no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood or ketchup for marinara sauce, but now I really realize that such mistakes are possible.
So you're saying that you mistook something for blood?
Totally. When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. And that's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Okay, well, then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Her red muffler looked like blood or whatever. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Oh my god.
Miss Starr, explain yourself.
The witness is
Demanding
clearly
things.
not suited for detective work.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim, you fool. And you proved it yourself. And you proved it yourself with this photograph.
But, no! That's not fair!
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless.
Well, that's, rude.
Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
Oh, harsh words. What a zinger, Edgeworth. Nice one.
What the
You know how
hell?
I do, baby.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
Why did I even object?
You, can't dismiss the service industry like that. And there was a scarf. No, not that, but, something red or whatever, okay? Jeez.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. It's a nice little break.
What? What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. Zing!
Wow.
You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Zing.
Like, okay. I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't check the most important part of her testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabbed the victim. This next testimony might just help.
Note to self, Mr. Archer steals Mr. Wright's spotlight.
So like, after the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. And I quickly caught her and explained her rights to her and arrested her on the spot. And, well, yeah, I arrested her. She mentioned the muffler. Like, that's what had confused me in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
I've seen that episode of Star Wars. You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Of course I remember it. That's me, Angel Star, 2 R's.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. A cobra is a kind of snake.
Hey, don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten or whatever.
No.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
An oil drum?
Yeah, and she's like beautiful or whatever, but a predator, this one, a leopard of women, rawr.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You cross-examination. Just cross-examine her.
You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Should I press her for more details? I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The lunchtime car was... This is yours, Deontay.
Oh shit, my bad, baby. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block.
So you witnessed the murder from here?
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Starr?
Yeah, that's like right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
What over it, dude?
Oh, amazing! A cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Her a little time to climb over the fence, though. So she could have gotten to my sister that fast.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Guy not get away? She mentioned the muffler. What did she say?
If I like remembered exactly, I would have told you my testimony.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Anyway, all I heard was her say the word, muffler.
Just that one word?
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else.
Oh my god. Yeah, the chief prosecutor was talking on the phone.
Her phone? No. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Ew, yeah, that one.
Ultimately,
My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, Cord doesn't seem as star. You're gonna have to walk me through that one.
Oh my god. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall, okay?
On the wall.
Yeah.
That's right. Near the car, there's an emergency phone on the wall.
And like, apparently without an order,
And so she used her cell phone.
I guess.
indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
That sucks.
A good witnessing witness. See no problems there.
Got him.
Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying?
Alright, well, you should of course add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Yeah, it kinda gets on my nerves too.
My god. I saw it all, how she tried to use the phone a lot, but she had to use her cell phone.
Miss Starr,
There it goes.
you must have a personal grudge against Miss Mona Sky.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred and her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. There it is.
Well, you know who would have thought you'd be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out like 2 years ago. Ugh.
Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up.
That is
Let's look at
disgusting.
the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. But if that's true, you never would have seen Miss Guy making that phone call.
Oh my god.
I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If you were in B block, you could never see it.
Ah, dude! Not cool.
What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies.
Oh my god,
Oh,
this is clever.
shame.
Shut up, Judge.
That's quite a claim, baby. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie the witnesses told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about Miss Sky tried to use the phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. It'd be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it.
Pointless to lie. I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using that phone, it would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Alright, well, let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony you've heard until now points in one direction. The place where Miss Starr witnessed this crime was here. This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room?
Indeed, The security room in the underground parking lot was well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the petition is here. I remember in your testimony you said this. You brought lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr?
My god. How many years have I been getting the better of men? And to think the tables could have, like, turned or whatever. Today a man has got the better of Angel Star, 2 R's.
Order, witness. Have you been cheating on me? What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails or whatever.
The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Guy?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't have changed anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands.
It still stands. I disagree.
You what?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
Okay, so tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Wait, me?
Oh, who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station, but she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference. But what would change? It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, baby. But one look at the floor, one look at the floor plans, and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she would see.
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. How long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Guy?
Well, witness, answer the question.
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
Maybe.
I was bringing a PB&J with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend. Nice.
He wasn't even in the station, so I waited. And I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Yeah. Before I knew it, what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. And like, the door was locked, so I couldn't open it. So I walked around. And that's why I had to go through the visitors parking in the B block. That's quite a detour. Oops.
Yeah, you're right. I was just gonna say the same thing.
It probably took me at least like 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes?
Yeah, do you see these cabs?
They are quite lovely, but this changes things considerably.
But it was the woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear to my finest plastic spork.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. I have a collection of them.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Oh yeah, baby!
Oh no.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something.
Get a bite, baby.
So I have the evidence for this. Yes. 5 minutes between witnessing the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time.
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
A 5-minute blink. Isn't that strange?
Oh,
You're strange.
strange.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with these 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, I don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone now. This week.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky waited at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Not cool.
Oh, well then. It seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant, and a blank in her testimony.
Wow. And to think I shared with you.
Alright, well, Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. She
We
ain't
did!
shit.
We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
I'll show you a can.
That was close.
Lying ass.
Maybe canned tomatoes.
Well, I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned.
You're
No, wait,
funny.
that wasn't...
That was a good
was
one,
not-
Yana.
Oh, thanks, Edgeworth.
Yeah,
And the
classic.
court is adjourned.
Note to self, my sister's a very bad killer.
Oh! Ha ha! Ha ha! Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she tried to give me.
I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say?
You thought this episode was over? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
Huh? I thought it was over.
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star. It's time for my nap.
Well, like, is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Ooh, all right, nap can wait. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
Fucking court sucks.
Ooh, anchovies. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Yeah, I like the Lunchland motto says you won't be disappointed or whatever.
What's she gonna pull out this time?
I'll show you.
I hope it's Wagyu steak.
Yo, that's fire.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene, and now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Look, ew. Did I not bring this up? Probably didn't want to look at it. 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. And, of course, the victims. And the other blood type matched the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. The shoe proves it. It's flawless. Decisive evidence.
Oh, what? There was blood found on that shoe.
Yeah. Check it out. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Funny.
Witness, what's the meaning of this?
Oh my god.
Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating myself. Huh.
And
Look at
you had blood tests performed?
that. Yeah? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. Don't you?
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
Excuse me? What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law.
Oh my
Rule
god.
number 1, evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence,
No.
at least for the
Made in
time being.
America.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is celebrating.
Not so fast, Edgy Poo.
What?
Don't forget, I used to be a detective, so like, as I mentioned previously, these shoes have already been tested by a member of the forensics department, and as you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. And even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edward. Ugh, oh my god.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth looks sad.
You can really study some evidence? Wow, really?
Yeah, really.
I thought
Right,
you became a
well,
lawyer.
the prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure the guilty are properly judged?
All right, well, I do love flattery, so Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Ha.
I can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right, loser?
That sounds delicious.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright, alright? And some like your client, she's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. I'll go soup.
Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
A problem? Is there a problem with this shoe? If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence.
At the gleam in your eyes, you're still young, rookie. And I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
All right, let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem, man!
Look at these 3D graphics.
Pretty impressive.
Did you notice? There's blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be blood on the bottom of my shoe. Get it? Because I'm fucking curb stomping you right now.
Oh, well, indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of this shoe.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife, my knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of this shoe? Or his shoe?
Thankfully, it's not gone.
The problem is the footprint.
The what?
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood.
Uh-huh.
But isn't that strange? Why weren't there any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime?
Aha! I knew it!
As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of this crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order, order. Well, explain this.
What?
Great coin, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But why there wasn't a footprint?
Oh,
Well, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think! Use that head of yours!
I don't know why it's not there. I'm just really good at finding contradictions.
What? Ah, I wished Mia was here.
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I give her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end, bamboozled, but she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about? I'm completely lost.
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and I beat her ass.
I thought it was strange. I thought it was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. It was weird.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question for you. This oil drum, was it empty?
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not sure. I like your attitude, edgy word. Apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory, so like...
Oh, witness, that was a pretty good one. But was the oil drum empty?
Getting there, okay? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was like, brimming with water.
Water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
No, I still don't have it.
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
Huh?
You've activated my trap card.
Oh, I like that answer. Ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
That reminds me. Miss Sky's right hand was hurt.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. I basically got the answer.
Mr. Wright, do something, please!
Yeah,
What?
let's stab the judge.
What can I do? Your sister's confessed, and she tried to conceal it.
But...
Enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Deliver that shit.
Right.
Send it.
I was getting to that.
But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side! She could have been lying about the water!
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. I should have expected that one.
Yeah, little girl, what did you just say?
Huh? Me?
Yeah. Did you say that Angel Star with 2 R's was on the prosecution side?
Well, yeah, you are, of course!
Yeah, that's what I thought. Stop talking.
You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the blood footprints!
Well... I thought you'd had your fill, but here You are demanding a second helping. I'm gonna beat that ass. Another lunchbox caught evidence.
Hey, that kind of looks good. Witness, don't tell me you have something else.
Yeah, I do.
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court, you dirty bitch.
Your threats don't scare me. Me, I'm like the conflict queen. Look at this! Yeah.
A photograph?
Uh-huh. I had it just in case anyone had the god suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
Oh, yep, sounds about right.
Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in this photo!
Wait, it's wet.
Yeah. Water.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I didn't expect to win this from the beginning. And this is what your sister wanted anyways. I'm sorry, Mia.
This reminds me of Mega Man. This reminds me of Mega Man Battle Network. When Mega Man comes back after getting deleted. Land! It's not over yet!
Oh yeah, you're right, Rod. Go be Mia, Rod.
You want me to reprise my role after so long?
Go ahead and do it.
Wait, Lynn, are you alive?
What's
or not. There.
Oh, you want me to do
Don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tyler's here. Tyler's
Oh,
here.
I know. That was Mia.
it? Well, no.
Oh,
Yeah. No, back.
Are you back?
I've been back.
Wait, what?
We've been doing your
I just
lines.
liked hearing y'all, so I was like, this is fun.
You could have just said that.
Wow.
Yeah, this is
Alright.
my role now. This is my
Classic
thing that I
Mel.
do.
Classic Mel, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Get
Pick
yourself
yourself
up
up off
the
the
asphalt.
asphalt. Take another good look. And do it like me. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. No interruptions.
I did.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh my god.
You're on your way.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Eesh, whatever it is, can it
I
wait?
mean, god damn it, you sons of bitches.
No.
Yeah, that's
Then
right.
it'll be too late.
Bailiff.
Oh shit, Arturo's here?
I've been here.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Everybody's here.
Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, baby. Are you saying there's a problem with the latest piece of evidence?
Yeah. I'll think later.
He said,
Here's
yeah,
the
bro.
problem. Right or wrong, I'll think later.
Well, I suppose since we've come to this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. What am I saying? Very well, Mr. Wright. Tell the court the problem in this photograph.
The problem in this photograph is right here.
Wait, you actually found one?
What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Hey, wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor?
You just said muffler. That's pretty funny. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
Note to self, the judge is an idiot.
A muffler is also a part of. A muffler is also a part on your car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
I see, and I see, and bailiff, Google this for me, would you? What is that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So like, what if there's something sticking out of the muffler, okay? What does that have to do with the case? Nothing! Absolutely nothing, loser. Oh my god.
Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case.
I'm like rolling my
You
eyes
said
right
as
now.
much in your testimony.
What? Huh?
Hey, let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case.
Miss Star,
Yeah?
recall your testimony for the court.
Uh-huh. Muffler? Oh.
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned
Yeah, I didn't say any of that.
was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Oh my god. What? Did I black out?
Oh, it seems we're gonna have to suspend the proceedings here.
Suspend?
Well, I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we're gonna be doing a big disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? Wait, why am I asking? I'm in charge.
I suppose so.
That was close. But we made it. At least for now.
Alright, well, this court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. And after 5 helpings, I'm stuffed.
He's still hungry now.
Alright, baby.
I meant still hungry.
I thought he was sleepy.
Alright.
And
Yeehaw.
Yeah, I'm down for more.
Or we can just hop right in.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere, so if anybody needs to take a break, this would be a pretty good time.
You guys,
Yo, I
make a
should have
decision.
got some. I should have got some flatbread, dog. Damn.
Yeah.
So, are you taking a break or not?
yeah, 5-minute recess.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did 5? Alright.
Alright.